Man, Zareth is non-stop. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Zareth Prevails. My alt is still in Kyber 2, which, it's called Professor X now. Not that you guys really care, it's still my alt. But we're at 6 point, there's actually an error, it's 6.4 million GP. I made this thumbnail before I unlocked the new bomber, and the new bomber gave me like 30,000 new GP, so it pushed me over the edge to 6.4, but it's a fake 6.4. I only have one Galactic Legend, folks, and last season I came close to falling out of Kyber 2 because we're still doing all that shuffling, all the agitating and stuff, and this account is just, it's vulnerable to a lot of Galactic Legends, but I killed a lot of Galactic Legends. We did lots of really awesome off-meta counters, and we'll keep doing that. I'm prepped for even more, guys. The off-meta is still there, and it's still very, very functional. So let's jump into the game. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna use this season. I'm changing a lot of things up. Man, it's gonna be a very different season. So let's talk about 25 teams. We only need 22, but 25. I mean, we can have some overflow. Maybe I even have more. I don't even know, guys. Let's find out. Whoa, we're in the game. You told me we were gonna be in the game, and I totally didn't believe you. Madness. Wow. Okay. So here, right off the bat, guys, these are my offensive squads. You can see here, K2 offense, K2 defense, and yeah. So these are my offensive teams. It's going to be a little lopsided, actually. I have more teams for offense than defense, so some of them are, depending on who my opponents are, they're going to be shifted around. But here's the first one, guys: Padme and company. You can see. Gosh, it stresses me out. C-3PO's on this team. The reason we're taking this particular team is that it beats Kenobi. Jedi Master Kenobi, it loses to this. You need 3PO, though, for all of the bonus protection that you get from his unique. And, Padme also obviously supplies a lot of bonus protection, and they can't kill you. Commander Ahsoka Tano makes you too thick, and you could eventually kill that full, just the best versions of Jedi Master Kenobi you can beat with Padme lead. I mean, obviously you're stealing 3PO from the CLS squad, and if you can avoid that, that's wonderful. If you can put 3PO with a different squad, I mean, that's for the best. But this is one team I'm going to be planning on using if my opponent has Jedi Master Kenobi, so I can save my Jedi Master Kenobi or Jedi Master Luke for something else. So that also shakes free, guys. This is going to be a shocker to some of you because you've decided that I hate the Qui-Gon Jinn Omicron, which is false. I've always admired it. I just think that the Zam one has way more utility, and I still think that. But the Qui-Gon Jinn Zeta is just very good, guys. It's fine. It's good, especially because Anakin now, if Padme is on Galactic Legend killing duty, which, I mean, she can also, if you put Shakti in instead of 3PO, can also kill at least smaller Supreme Leader Kylo teams. If you put more relics on him, then they can kill bigger. He just does a lot of damage, as you might imagine. But, alright, back to the Qui-Gon team. Anakin isn't needed with Padme against Galactic Legends, and really, the Padme squad above will kill a lot of other teams as well. It might go on defense sometimes, but if you put Anakin there, it works pretty well. So, I mean, here's the thing: my Qui-Gon, we're working on Jedi Master Kenobi on this account, so Qui-Gon, I needed to get him up to relics anyways, and so there's different elements to this to setting you up for success. So, obviously you put the Omicron on, and I actually put it on my main account as well, so stay tuned for that. That'll be a very interesting transition as well. But you gain offense equal to 30 times their speed, but it's all other allies. Qui-Gon Jinn isn't actually receiving any of that, and so, he doesn't need to be fast. He just sits there, then dies, then watches his team go crazy. And then the other half of it, guys, is when he does die, everyone heals, and then they gain 400% of his offense. So I could absolutely increase his relic levels, and that would boost my team for sure, but I don't have the materials for that, frankly. Right now I'm more working on Kenobi, which is very, very relic intensive. So instead I am making him just like put on a lot of slow mods, because who cares about how fast he is, really? He doesn't benefit from the speed. But everyone else, when he dies, they'll all benefit from his offense. So that's how I have him set up right now. We'll see. You guys, I would be more than willing to listen to you guys' strategies on how to use Qui-Gon better. These other three, I mean, these two, the Ayla and Mace, they're both characters that I'm going to need for the unlock for Kenobi. So that's why they're there. I mean, that's why they're currently Gear 12, and then Plo, I mean, he's just a good dude to have around because of his ship and everything. But a lot of times you can just two-man with Qui-Gon and Anakin. So we'll see how this all goes. But that's a full 5-man team, I guess, if we need it. So yeah, Commander Luke, guys, he is sad he doesn't have his buddy here. His annoying buddy. Who would want 2 3POs on their team? It's like, man, I was annoyed enough when there was just one. Like, I've never liked C-3PO. He's like, oh, look, I have a red arm. I'm like, can you just, like, stop? You're still so annoying. But here's the thing, guys. This Commander Luke team could use 3PO if Padme isn't using him to kill Galactic Legends. And obviously, that's the team, guys. He's on offense. He can be on defense. You can throw R2-D2 with him. You can throw Old Ben. I kind of just have an open space. Obviously, like you can make do with like Captain Han and stuff. But Captain Han's actually on one of my teams too, guys. You're gonna be shocked by one of the teams down here. I'm sure. I'm just totally. I don't know, I'm not that confident, but you can put a lot of different characters on here. None of them are even remotely as good as 3PO, so don't kid yourself. Like Stormtrooper Han could work, not on this account because I don't have him worked up, but there's a lot of good characters, none of them nearly as good as 3PO. Huge hit to this team, but if it kills a Galactic Legend, then it's probably worthwhile, right? I mean, I would think so. Alright, so here's my kind of default team with Jedi Master Luke. Here's the thing, if I can spare Ki-Adi-Mundi, he can go with that Qui-Gon team and make Anakin kill things even harder if I want to do that. But this is a good team to kill a lot of different Galactic Legends. Like, this is the standard Ray comp, because here's the thing, she can kill people with her whirlwind, but otherwise Jolee can revive them if it's not from the whirlwind. So you got Shaak Ti to heal, you've got Grandmaster Yoda to against a Rey team, you've got Grandmaster Yoda to put out Foresight. You don't want to jump around too much and gain too much turn meter, but I guess the jump is actually just a bonus turn, so we could do that, but you don't want to gain him too much turn meter. Shaak Ti's healing and cleansing and doing all that stuff. Jedi Master Luke obviously is Jedi Master Luke-ing. He's Luking about, folks, and Ki-Adi-Mundi, he's just there for the DPS. Obviously, I need to put more relic levels on him, but this is a pretty good team. Jolee does a huge amount of damage when you call him because of Jedi Master Luke's thing and stuff. I need to get him Relic 9. There's just so much to do on this account. But, okay, next up, we've got General Grievous. It kills Sith Eternal squads and some Jedi Master Luke squads, like the weak ones, the ones that people are like, oh, I'm gonna put a Galactic Legend down along with a bunch of garbage Jedi. So, I mean, he's not like a really awesome candidate against, like, teams with Jedi Luke on it or whatever, but this team does work. I mean, it kills, I don't know, against weaker Starkiller teams, you can use the Newt variant to be able to kill Starkiller even. This team does a lot. It's one of my workhorse teams. If you guys watch any of my streams, you'll see me use General Grievous on offense on all 3 accounts. It does an immense amount of damage to a lot of different teams. And you guys should be excited. I just got him Relic 7. He's been Relic 3. You guys, the only times you've seen my alt used Grievous has been when he's Relic 3. He is now Relic 7. So, you guys you're in for a treat. He's going to do, like, just a little bit more damage. Relic 3 is probably enough for him, honestly. Despite the fact we all want him to be higher relics. Alright, next up. So, if we do the Jedi Master Luke comp above, which I should have moved it down one actually, just so you guys can see the compare here. Let's just do it, just so you guys have a little bit of context. But Jedi Master Luke, this comp allows you to have a Jedi Revan team with Jedi Luke, and if you you take this squad and you have everything clocked the right way, which I have a video for. I have a couple of counter videos actually, but I mean, I've done this a few times this last season even. This kills Supreme Leader Kylo pretty consistently. It also kills a lot of other teams. This is a very good squad, but if you don't need this team for anything, you can always throw Old Ben onto that Commander Luke team and you'll get a lot of bonus turn meter gain at least with Old Ben. I mean, it's still not the best, but I mean, this is my favorite Jedi split. Sometimes you need Revan in there with Jedi Master Luke, but here's the thing, that comp is typically the reason you would do that with having Revan with Jedi Master Luke is to kill Jedi Master Kenobi teams, and now we have a team that can beat that. So hopefully we can have more obvious splits for our Jedi to be able to counter Galactic Legends, so that we're actually able to clear boards and stuff. Next up, we have the Bounty Hunters with Zam. Then the Zam Omicron is obviously applied. And, I mean, we could also take Bosk lead. And if we have Bosk lead, then I guess we could throw, like, Boba in here instead. We need, like, at this point in GAC, you need Bosk and Mando and Grief and Zam. Those are the Holy Trinity, except for 4, whatever that is. Quinity. That's like 5, I guess, it sounds like. But, you don't need Aura Singh for anything other than her leadership, really. Which you could put a Zeta on and everything. If you like it, gosh, I don't know that song. Something, something, put a Zeta on it. It's pretty dumb. But, otherwise, you could put, I'd rather have my Relicate Boba on here, honestly, guys. But this works. This works. So, okay. My troopers on my 2 alts are both pretty hilariously undergeared, and my alt is even worse. It's all like relic or gear 9 on everything, and I'm still killing relic teams. As long as you have a fast Piet and a character that can bridge him. Now that's something I'm gonna need to do before lock. Here's the thing, I updated my mods on Piet just a little bit ago, and he ended up at 349 speed, which is probably one of my fastest sets possible on this account. But 349, that means 369, and I mean that's pretty dang quick, but especially for this account. But I don't have another character that can bridge it. He's going to give everyone 20% turn meter, and they still don't come up to that speed. So I need someone who's fast enough. Stark would be great, except he's only gear 9. He's tough to get more gear onto, or more whatever onto him, to more speed, because I can't put my fastest mods on him. So we'll figure it out, but range can also be a little bit quick. All right, so we've got the Palp team with Vader. You don't necessarily need Vader to be with Palp, but I mean, I clearly do have him there, and he's fine there. You can all, Thrawn is great here. Relic 0 is still kind of fun for him, though eventually, obviously, he'll need more if I'm going to unlock another Galactic Legend. And then Mara at 3 stars, gear 11, does some crazy work with these guys. She really does. She does some crazy awesome things, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun squad. Like I said, you don't necessarily need Vader with them, but he also makes things a lot easier. You could make another team with Vader, with other Empire characters or Sith or whatever. But I just like this team. You can downsize it if you need to, etc. That's what she said. Alright, so Nest is still an engine of destruction, even on at this level, because people are just putting some garbage teams down, and having Nest deal with them is just really nice. I should probably put another relic level on her, but like I keep saying and complaining about, guys, I need as many relic mats as I can for Jedi Master Kenobi unlock. So, having Kira lead is nice. Sometimes you don't need Kira lead, and you can just finish them off for a Kira will usually get you a 65. If Nest can solo a team that using just Kira, then usually her protection is going to regenerate via Kira's lead, and therefore she'll get a 65. But if you want a couple extra banners, you can just not take Kira, and you'll end up with a 68, something like that, usually. So, you know, this is good. You also have to realize, though, sometimes you need Watt here to make sure that he can, you know, he'll give her the shield tech so that she can cleanse herself and stuff. Oh, look at that. In the middle of the video, someone followed me on Twitch, and apparently my bot is working even still. That's kind of fun. All right. All right. So, otherwise, this is the shocking one, guys. This is the one you guys are all going to be like... You don't have to, though. I put the Omicron onto Akbar. I didn't put it on Leia. Not yet, at least. But Akbar is going to let me shoot extra times and do extra things. It's going to be interesting, guys. Going to be very interesting. And here's the thing. I want it... I don't know if I'm going to do it for offense or defense yet, frankly. But I want to mess with people just a little bit. We'll just have to see how it all plays out. And I don't know if we need Biggs. I almost think we take Biggs out and put like my Gear 11 Chopper in, because Chopper has a bunch of non-attack moves that he could use. But you want Leia here, obviously. And here's the other thing, guys. If you don't need 3PO for either the Commander Luke team or for the Padme team, 3PO slots in very nicely here. And once you put 3PO on here, this team starts killing a lot of stuff. And everyone's relicked. I mean, you can do some decent things, but like if it's all rebels and you have Leia going crazy and 3PO there helping with the exposes. I mean, it's machine gun Leia, but it can do some really cool stuff, guys. It's a very, very interesting, to me, squad. I'm excited to use it. I don't know if I think it'll be on offense for me. I mean, so stay tuned. Watch me on Twitch, guys. I think I'll start using this team on offense. Yeah, I mean, it's on the offense tab that I made, so we'll see. But I'm excited to use this, guys. And I don't know if I want the Princess Leia Omicron yet. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, the Qui-Gon one plus Akbar is probably enough for one season. Oh, I actually have one other Omicron. I'll show you guys in a sec. But next up is the Night Sisters, and these guys kill General Grievous. They kill a lot of things that are even lower than Grievous. They just punch up so nicely. You just want your old Daka. I mean, typically you'd want her to be like Relic 5 or something like that. You need her health to be somewhere in the 1. Ooh, I need to put another mod on her. Jeez, what? That's crazy. Yeah, so she absolutely needs more health on her. Let's just real quick, guys, let's put on this band-aid here. Oh, that's right, I was messing around. So you know, you don't need her super fast, but I mean 111 health, it's okay. You probably want her to be like 125. I always think of 128 for some reason, but you know, that's just to be able to withstand the barrage and get a good health percent gain whenever her friends die, which her friends are so frail they can't help but die. And then you want Asajj to be relicked if possible so that she doesn't die. Everyone else can die around these two, and they gain from it. They benefit from it so much. And it's a fun squad to see them ramp up over time. Now, you have to choose the right teams to fight, but this team has stayed relevant for a long time, even in the top meta. Even on my main account, I use it quite a bit. Next up, I have my terrible Bad Batch team that kills a lot of good things. Like, this will kill most First Order teams that don't have Supreme Leader Kylo on them. And, you know, you just get the turn meter train started, so you want Echo to be pretty quick. You want your tech to be kind of quick. You want most of the Zetas on here, too. So 317 speed. That's not, like, super duper quick, but it's pretty quick considering he's missing 12 speed right here, plus another 2 after that, because the mods will grab the new speed total from all these new pieces of gear. So, I mean, we're missing 14 speed on him. He's fairly quick for this account. And then Tech needs to kind of keep up with him. He has, you know, put his Zeta unique on him to make him a little faster, etc. And then, you know, you want Wrecker to be able to stun everyone Omega, even though she's not 7 stars yet even. In Gear 8, she's going to be good because Wrecker will get the pre-taunt and he'll get the starting Fury so that he can 2-turn stun everyone when on his first turn. So this team works really well if you pick the right teams. I've tried to punch up with it a few times, and I mean, sometimes it worked really nicely. Sometimes I'm like, man, maybe if I played it a little better. But one way or another, there's no denying this team is more and more relevant on this account. It's been very interesting how well these guys punch up. Next up, we have a Build-A-Bear team with Moff Gideon. And I mean, this is just whatever. Who knows if this is what the final result will be. This is just an example of, well, you know, Watt and Moff Gideon lead, because Moff Gideon still does give dark side characters boosts, even if they're not Imperial troopers. He gives them like protection and health boosts, which, you know, Wampa can appreciate at least. And, you know, this isn't like the best team ever, but it's a nice one to have if you have all the remaining characters. You don't need to use any of them. So next, let's talk about defense here real quick, guys. And the teams I'm going to be placing on defense. So we have Darth Revan here. I put him with full Sith Empire because Sith Empire, if they're all full Sith Empire, then with his lead, then if all allies are Sith Empire at the start of battle, then Sith Empire allies get 50% crit damage, which, I mean, honestly, you just notice the difference. I've been using this squad lately for a few different reasons on offense, and you just notice it, guys. You notice that extra critical damage. Now, it would be nice if HK had relics, but that's just not really in the cards right now. However, I do have my Darth Revan pretty quick for this account. I guess this is the fastest speed set, and it's not really even that close. It's 11 speed faster than that last one that we saw on Piet. But 355, he's only Relic 1. I would love him to be Relic 5, Relic 7, whatever. But he's not a requirement character, guys. Make him a requirement character. Force me to put Relic 7 on him. I would actually really love that. But, you know, you want... I mean, this squad is really good on offense too, guys. If you're having problems with Iden Versio, then this team will beat it. And you can even take Malak and have him go kill some other random thing. I don't know. Maybe just put him on defense. But this is a very good team. And as long as your Darth Revan is fast, you don't necessarily need your Sith Empire trooper or whatever. You know, as long as you can protect yourself from their Imperial troopers. So next we have General Skywalker and company. They're probably going to be on defense. They do kill Ray teams sometimes. So, you know, keeping them on offense, just keeping an eye out on which teams we're going to be using on who. I mean, this is a very good team. I would love to get him a higher relic level. Of course, we're going to need that eventually. But yeah, this team is good. Obviously, on defense though too, it can really mess with your opponent. And a lot of people, here's the thing, a lot of people on my alt will, against my alt, will put a ton of characters, like just go full defense. They're like, oh man, he can never clear me. And I'm like, oh, just watch me. But then you put Skywalker on defense and like, oh shoot, I really don't have anything that can beat you, especially a well-modded General Skywalker. So, you know, and the people I've been facing with a ton of Galactic Legends who are in Kyber 2 are the people who have kind of failed. They've kind of crapped the bed just a little bit, you know, and that's no shade on them. I guess it is a little bit, but I mean... You know, I'm not facing the cream of the crop, like the top end guild players. Like, these are the guys who have 5 Galactic Legends and still, you know, still hanging out, almost going to get kicked into Kyber 3 sort of situation. So, yeah, you know, General Skywalker can be a pretty nice impediment if that's the case. Next up, we have Bando. He's Relic 5. His friends are Relic 2. You can just really put whatever scoundrels in with him. I mean... as long as they have an AoE and that they're slower than Bando. You want Queel to be kind of fast. I think I've been putting some effort into that. Let me see. Yeah, 329. I mean, I'd love him to be 340 or higher, but you know, as long as he goes first, then the rest of the team just starts going crazy. This team is really good and can really surprise people if they can't beat your Queel. I'm excited to see. My Queel's been kind of slow traditionally, and I've still gotten a couple holds. I'm excited to see what happens when I start speeding him up more and more. Next is Jedi Training Ray. And now, keep in mind too, guys, so these are just like approximate defensive teams. I probably end up changing things up a lot anyways, but we have Jedi Training Ray here, and I would love to get these other two fellows, Gear 11 and stuff. They're pretty good at Gear, you know, whatever they are, 10. What's lower than 11, guys? Let me know in the comments. Just kidding. We'll see. We'll see if you guys are right. But yeah, this team is really good. You want 2 droids on the team if you can, and R2-D2 obviously with his resistance tag. He's just the no-brainer solution. That means BB-8 gets plus 16% turn meter to start with. R2-D2 does as well, and everyone just goes crazy. So you know, this team on defense is decent. It's better on offense, but you need some things on defense, guys. I tend to go pretty heavy offense on my alt, just, you know, and hopefully trip people up. That's basically kind of the strategy and the hope. But anyways, we've got this crew team, and I kept this for offense most times last season, and I barely used them on offense, frankly. Like, they're better on defense, I think. Like, the idea was that OG Kylo could then sometimes solo teams, but he very rarely gets to do that. So, and even one of the times that he tried to, he still just died like a dog. It was very embarrassing for him and for everyone. So, these guys are going back on defense. Let my opponent just not know how to counter these and fail, and we'll all be happier. Next up is Mando's, and keep in mind, guys, if you have Maul, use him as lead and kick Armor or Sabine out. And then you'll just profit. You'll just destroy people if you have Maul lead. And then you can also, like, throw in a really fast character. You can make Maul really fast. You could, you know, put Bam in there if your Bam is good and the rest of your you know, like, IG and company aren't that good. Like, you know, a lot of people have them geared for ships and everything, Bam geared for ships, and the other two they just don't have gear for, which I get. But here's the thing, as long as you have like Watt or really fast Droidica or someone who can give Maul that starting turn meter, man, you know, with Frenzy and everything, Trigger Frenzy, it is, there's no limit to how awesome it is. Actually, like, there is a limit, but you guys will never find it, so it's functionally limitless. Here's the thing, this squad is great with Maul. It is significantly worse with Bo-Katan, and it's probably better on offense, but like, we need something on defense, guys. And the more, like, I keep working on Bo-Katan because she's part of the Kenobi requirements. I mean, you know, and Jango as well. So I don't know. The squad is good. It is. You probably want a faster armor, you know, a more geared armor. You want everyone to be more geared, though. So stop being so selfish. Here's the next one, guys. We have an Omicron Iden team. I put an Omicron on gear 8 Iden, and then these troopers are like gear 9 or lower. You know, gear 8. I guess there's a gear 10 on short troopers, so I'm just mostly making things up. But I mean, this isn't like a great team. I have them okay modded. I bet my snow trooper has terrible mods. Let's see, he's a gray mod. What am I doing, guys? What's happening? I'll have to look at these guys and update them a little bit at least. Yeah, why does he have speed arrow when I don't have any speed on other things like offense arrow? What? Come on, Zareth. We need more from you. But yeah, this team has legs, guys. It's super good, even at low gear levels. It's so stupid. It's just so ridiculously stupid how good it is against certain teams. Like, I might take it for offense sometimes too, just to kill Mon Mothma teams, because it's just ludicrous. It truly is just like, wow. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. You know, but I'm gonna put it on defense in my front zone and just watch my opponents like try to use a weak squad. They'll be like, oh, I'll use Ewoks, and I'll be like, awesome, I'll destroy your Ewoks. Or, you know, they'll use Imperial Troopers. You know, maybe those guys will have enough DPS to wipe my poor Gear 8 team out. But we'll see. I bet I get a few holds this season with this team in the front zone, right next to like my General Skywalker. So, Geos, man, I should probably keep them for offense. They're good at cleaning up Galactic Legends, but this squad is pretty crappy. I don't think I have good mods on them. I should really update their mods, and I should really put some effort into putting Gear 12 on all of them. Soldier's one away. Let's see what he's got. Maybe we just throw it on him right now. You guys can just, you know what? Let the man have a gold ball. There you go. Gear 12. Gear 12 for you, buddy. Alright, Poggle, you just, screw you, man. Alright, we've got Ewoks next. I should probably put a Zeta onto Peplu at this point. I've put so much emphasis on him, but, you know, Chirpa and company, we have the Omicron on Chirpa. This team is good on defense. It's probably a lot better on offense. It's probably not that, if I had relics on all these guys, it'd be a lot scarier. This team would be a lot better, but I don't have the gear for it, guys. I'm just like, I'm so strapped for gear, like stupid Geo Soldier and stuff, just stealing everything that I have. So that's a team for defense in the back zone sometimes, I guess. I don't know. You know, you make Peplu super quick. It's fun. Treya and company. I mean, my Darth Talon, she just makes everyone a little bit faster. It's okay. I keep wanting to put the Omicron on Talon, but maybe not. We'll just have to see. Count Dooku could be replaced with any damn buddy. Probably like Sith Empire Trooper would be best here, but I don't have him except for like gear 8. So Dooku's probably better, I guess. I don't know. Like Scion and Nihilus, yes, they need more gear. I don't know where they're going to get it. Go ask Geo Soldier. And then finally we have Mon Mothma. Look at this, guys. This team is starting to form up just a little bit. You know, Cara Dune is a little bit laggard, but everyone's geared 12 now, basically. We're going to need to farm Kyle Katarn at some point, but you almost don't need Kyle Katarn. This team is good on its own, and, you know, you can make Cara Dune a little fast and surprise people. I guess I should probably do that, actually, but I don't have the mods. I don't have the caring. I don't know. You know, this still gets a lot of holds on defense, actually. People are surprised at how crazy the turn meter train is. So, you know, don't scrimp, don't be cheap, guys. Put your Zetas on, and, you know, this team is good. This has legs. It's fine. So that's it, guys. That was 25-ish teams. You know, watch my streams, you'll see my defense will change here and there, but this is approximately what I'm going to be doing on offense and defense. So let me know what you think in the comments. What are you going to be doing, guys? Are you going to be using the Akbar Omicron? I'm excited to use it. I'm going to use it on Prevail Man as well, I believe. So that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Zereth prevails.